Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of Golden Era charm, welcome to the one and only Vintage Airwaves. I want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. To all my friends out there in Radio Land, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get started with the program.
Ring-a-Ding Girl, starring Sarah Wayne Callies with Stacey Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and written for the Twilight Zone by Earl Hamner Jr. Heard in the cast were Meg Thalken, David Darlow, Christian Stolte, Doug James, Fernette Lebo, Kurt Nabig, and Carl Amari. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, the American Forces Radio and Television Service, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Roger Wolski for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Cece?
Yes?
Get that, will you?
Right away. Just a minute. Yes, Patrick?
Well,
She'll be down in 5 minutes.
she's not going to make it.
Yes, she will. She always does.
Here,
What's that?
a package. The mail truck just brought it.
I'll take it up to her. You get the bags at the foot of the stairs.
It's 30 minutes to the airport.
Then you'll just have to drive faster.
I can't work miracles.
Yes, you can. That's why you're her favorite driver.
Just tell her.
She knows.
Ring-a-ding girl. Hello, Ivor. Yes, I know the limousine is waiting. And I know what time the plane takes off. I promise you I'll make it. No, I am not procrastinating, even though I don't want to make this picture. Because I don't want to go to Rome. I don't like to fly. Yes, Ivor, I know, and you are making me even later. Love you too. Bye.
How's it coming?
My agent's nervous.
So am I. You've got 25 minutes to get to the airport.
Won't they hold the plane?
Not forever. You'd better go into fast forward.
Everything's packed. I'll wear the mink. Carry my ring case down to Patrick, will you please?
You're taking all of them?
It was your idea, wasn't it?
It was my idea that it might be good publicity if the ring-a-ding girl collected rings. Not that she take them everywhere she goes.
But I haven't decided which one to wear. What's in the package?
It just came. Special delivery. You can open it on the way.
I adore presents. The plane can wait.
Bonnie, please.
Please accept the enclosed as a token of our affection from your fan club in Howardville. Isn't that sweet? Do you know where Howardville is?
Doesn't everyone?
You'll catch a glimpse of it if you look down. We fly over it.
Hooray for us.
Howardville is my hometown. They're my most loyal fans. You know, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. They actually took up a collection to pay my way to the screen test. I wonder what they've sent me now.
You find out. I'll get your precious jewelry down to the car.
Such a big ring. I hope it didn't cost them a fortune. What's in the stone? A picture? How did they do that?
Bunny, this is your sister. Come home, Bunny. Please, I need you. Come home right now.
Introduction to Bunny Blake. Occupation, film actress. Residence, Hollywood, California. Or anywhere in the world the cameras happen to be rolling. Miss Blake is a beautiful and extremely public figure. What she wears, eats, says, even thinks is news. But underneath the glamour, the makeup, the publicity, is a flesh and blood person. One who has just been handed the role of a lifetime. Because on the way to her next shoot, she will take an unscheduled side trip to a location in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Ring-a-Ding Girl, starring Sarah Wayne Callies, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
And I'll have the sports scores plus the top stories from Howardville and the surrounding area. But first, the weather.
Hurry up.
Looks like we might be in for some showers. There's a low
Bud?
pressure trough moving in from the northeast.
Yeah?
Let's take a look at the Doppler. There we go. That high pressure
Bud?
front is moving in, bringing
Yes,
with it
I
some high
said.
altitude precipitation.
I need the
No
picnic
storm
basket from the
advisory yet, but
cellar.
Stay tuned throughout the day for updates every 23
Soon as he
minutes.
gives the scores.
For all you folks in the southern part of the county, the annual picnic and fundraiser is happening this afternoon. But better carry an umbrella just to be
Now,
on the safe side.
Buster, I'm packing the sandwiches just as soon as I finish vacuuming.
The news guy said it's gonna rain.
I know he did. So does the radio. But just in the northern part of the county. Now, get me that picnic basket. Did you clean your room?
Not yet.
Then get a move on.
I'm going.
Did you mow the lawn yet?
Oh, Mom.
We had an agreement. You want your allowance, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let me hear that lawnmower.
Okay.
Thank you. Would you plug in the vacuum cleaner cord for me, please?
Isn't there a law against child labor in this state?
Now, young man. Bud, what happened to the electricity? Bud? Who pulled the cord out of the... Boo. Oh! Bunny!
She remembers.
Oh, come here. Let me get a look at you.
It's been so long.
I can't believe it.
I've been looking forward to this.
I think about you all the time.
So good to be home.
Why didn't you let us know? How did you get in without my hearing you?
Same old way. I think I know this house.
Oh, I could just shake you.
That's no way to greet a celebrity.
5 years, and here you are without one speck of warning. Look at that coat.
You know me. Glamorous, unpredictable, and full of surprises. Same old nut.
What brought you home just out of the blue like this?
Well, I thought you might like to see me.
I'm tickled pink, but why now? Just like that?
Maybe the ring had something to do with it.
Oh, it came!
This morning, you see?
You don't think it's too big?
Not at all. No, it reminds me of that mood ring I had when I was little, remember? This is much nicer, of course. Much, much nicer.
Oh, what a project it was. Everybody in town chipped in and they let me pick it out. Do you like it?
I love it. Sis, is everything all right?
What do you mean?
Are you all right?
Never better. Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired.
Oh, come and sit down. Can I get you anything?
No.
Take your coat off. Oh, is that real mink?
Mm-hmm. They call it Ember Autumn. I suppose it's a bit much. One of the perks of being a star.
Oh, you. Oh, don't let it touch the floor. I haven't finished vacuuming yet.
This is the way we do it in Hollywood, darling. They teach you to do it in acting class. Off one shoulder, then the other, then drop it like so.
Oh.
It's supposed to show that you really don't care because you've got 10 more at home in the closet. Then you move your hips like this.
Ooh, that walk didn't come from acting class.
My one natural talent.
Oh, Bunny, we are so proud of you. The whole town is. Are we going to get to keep you for a while?
Just for the day, I'm afraid.
Oh, But that's not nearly long enough.
I know. I'm stealing time as it is. They want me in Rome.
Rome?
But I got to the airport, and right at the last minute, I said, no, I'm going home instead.
I got the basket. Now can I... Whoa.
And who is this divine man?
You remember Bud?
Aunt Bunny?
Surely this isn't Bud. So handsome. I thought he was my next leading man.
Aw, I get it. Mom says you're always cracking jokes.
And she was right, but I don't joke about everything.
You want a soda pop or something? I can get you one if...
Weren't you going to clean your room?
We can do that later. I haven't seen him in ages. It's so good to be home. I'm anxious to see everybody, all my old friends.
Well, you came at the right time. Remember the Founders' Day picnic?
Oh, how could I forget? Do they still have the beauty pageant?
They sure do.
The year I won was what got me started. My picture in the paper, someone on the coast saw it.
The picnic's this afternoon. Everyone in town will be there. Why don't you come with us?
The picnic.
Bud and I have to go. I'm on the food committee and Bud's a lifeguard.
Picnic.
We promised we'd be there. Bunny, what's the matter? Are you all right?
Come over to the couch.
I'm fine. Just let me sit down. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't get much sleep.
Oh, take my arm. Bud, get on the other side.
I'm fine, I'm telling you.
Bunny? Bunny?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What is that? Do you hear it?
Hear what?
Is the television on?
No. Bunny? Bunny?
And a special hello to you, Bunny Blake, wherever you are. Bunny, for the love of God, come home. We need you. We need you. Need you. Need you. Need you.
You're pale. You look like you're going to faint.
If I could just lie down.
Put your feet up. Bud called Dr. Floyd.
Sure, if you think.
Just do it, now. Bunny.
Hello? I want to talk to...
Bunny.
Yeah, tell him it's an emergency.
And open. There.
Well, what's the verdict? Will I live or will I die?
Temperature's normal. Pulse is strong enough. You do seem a little tired.
I played a nurse once in a movie. Doctor reminded me of you. The gruff but kindly old family physician.
I saw it. The medical profession should have sued. Stay off your feet a while longer.
Oh, please, don't you get it? I was faking. About being sick, I mean. I just wanted to see you.
I'm flattered. Do you have to smoke?
It calms my nerves.
Quite the contrary, actually.
Still the same old Dr. Floyd. You haven't changed.
That I don't believe. I delivered you, after all.
Sorry, I don't remember. What's your diagnosis?
In a nutshell, one exhausted young lady. What do you do out in Hollywood, anyway?
I glow. Wind me up and I give off incandescent sparkles. Isn't that what stars do?
I'd say you've been sparkling a little too much lately. What you need is sleep, rest, fresh air, and some of Hildy's good cooking. I want you to take it easy for a while.
I'd love to oblige you, kind sir, but that's impossible. There's a producer waiting in Rome this very minute, pulling out what little hair he has left, just wondering where I am.
Tell me his name. I'll send a cable and tell him you're sick.
But I'm not.
Just the same. I didn't like what Hildy told me. She said you had some kind of seizure.
That's silly.
She thought you were in shock. You seemed not to hear or see her.
It was a performance.
Evidently a very convincing one.
I told you it was all an excuse to get you over here.
Well, it worked.
There's something I want to ask you.
Yes?
About Founders' Day.
What about it?
You used to be a big man on the committee.
Still am. I'm the chairman now.
Then could you do something for me?
Hmm?
As one kindly gruff old family friend to another, would you do me one very large favor?
I'll be happy to try.
I want the picnic put off. Postponed until another day.
Really? Is that all?
It's important.
You can't be serious, Bunny. Why?
I've got one little day to spend at home. I want it to be a plain, ordinary apple pie day, just the way I remember. I want to drop in on my old friends, surprise them at home.
You could see them at the picnic.
No, it wouldn't be the same. There'll be crowds, people I don't know, crowds tugging at me for my autograph. I'd be miserable.
Bunny, listen to me. You can't seriously expect the entire town to rearrange its plans just to suit your whims.
Doc, I love this town and I love the people. Would I ask them to do this for me if it weren't more than a whim?
I don't know what your life is like away from here. Perhaps in Hollywood you can make an unreasonable request and have it granted, but this isn't Hollywood. I'm going to give you a little something to help you rest.
Oh, Doctor, if I could only make you understand.
Any pharmacy in town should be able to fill this.
No, not the ring again.
Ring-a-ding, girl. Oh, that's the last I ever heard one. You don't fool Cyrus Jenkins. Who do you think you are, Miss Snippet? All high and mighty, coming back here like you was somebody special. Go back to where you belong, Bunny Blake. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Oh.
Don't you want your prescription, Bunny?
Excuse me, Doctor, I don't belong here.
Bunny? Bunny? Hildy, can you come here?
Yes, Doctor. How is the patient? Where is the patient?
She went upstairs.
She did?
Very agitated all of a sudden. The look on her face. Hildy, what's upsetting your sister?
I wish I knew.
She seems to be under a severe strain and acting quite irrationally.
I know. I'm delighted to see her, of course, but to fly here like this without so much as a call? There's something downright odd about it.
I want you to get this filled. Some pills to relax her. Keep her as quiet as possible. And by no means let her go to Rome. At least not right away.
I'll try, but she's always had her own mind.
It may be just fatigue, but then again...
Should I be worried?
It's too soon to say. For now, let's keep an eye on her.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll do my best.
Call me if you need me.
I will. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bud?
Yeah,
Is your car running?
sure is. Why?
This is a prescription for Aunt Bunny's medicine. Get it filled as quickly as you can.
Okay. What's the matter with her, Mom?
I'm not sure.
Not one single solitary thing is the matter, Hildy. I could have told you that. I'm really shocked at how old Dr. Floyd's getting. I think that sweet old man ought to put himself out to pasture, don't you?
He thinks you ought to get some rest.
Does he? Well, I'm not the least bit tired. He's the one that needs rest, poor dear. Did you see the way his hands tremble?
Nevertheless, he left a prescription for you. Something to help you relax. Bud's going to go get it. Meanwhile, why don't you just lie down and take it easy? I can make us something while we wait.
You mean stay here? I can just hear what people will say. Bunny didn't bother to see any of her old friends. She's so stuck up now that she's a movie star.
No one will say that. I'll explain that you didn't feel well.
Bobby Woodson used to be my best friend. I've just got to see her.
There'll be time.
And Ben Braden? You remember that excruciating crush he had on me? What happened to Ben?
Still here. He runs the television station.
Oh.
Does the news and all the local shows.
And the sports, too.
I could have married that old boy. Did you know that? I've got a good mind to walk in and surprise him.
I really don't think you should leave the house today, honey.
Oh, you don't? Well, I can't stand being cooped up. Sometimes I get that closed-in feeling at my house in California.
I get that, too.
You know what I do? I take off every stitch of clothes and I jump into the pool and swim like a fish.
You do?
Bud, why don't you go get that prescription now?
Remember when we used to skinny dip at the old swimming hole?
It must be very interesting for your neighbors.
Nobody's complained yet.
I'll bet.
But I have an idea. You want to go for a walk and say hello to some people?
The doctor said you need to rest.
He also said I need fresh air.
Oh, at least wait till Bud gets back from the drugstore with your medicine.
Got a better idea. I'll ride to the drugstore with him. What do you say, Bud?
Well, sure, I guess.
I don't think...
What could be more restful than a little ride? Unless you're one of those drag racers, are you?
Not me.
I am. You ought to see me on the Hollywood freeway. Once, I got up to 105, and this divine cop flagged me down and said, "Where's the fire, lady?" I mean, he actually said that. Well, I said, "Sugar, I'm late for work, and the studio's going to suspend me if I'm late one more time."
Bunny.
It ended up with Dollface giving me a police escort right to the studio gate. I even had dinner with him a couple of times. Till I found out he was married.
You did?
Well, you going with me, or are we gonna stand here talking all day?
Heck no. I mean, yes. I mean...
But the picnic.
You worry too much, Hildy. We'll be back in plenty of time, I promise.
Want your coat?
Why, thank you, kind sir.
Let me get the door.
Well, what do you know? That's a real ring-a-ding sky.
Drive carefully, Bud. Don't be long, you two.
Well, what do you think, Aunt Bunny? Pretty cool wheels, huh?
Very cool, but please don't call me Aunt Bunny. I sound like a house mother at the Playboy Club.
Okay, Bunny.
There, that's better. Isn't that better?
Must be pretty boring for you.
I wouldn't say that.
Compared to Hollywood and everything, you know a lot of movie stars.
A few.
What are they like?
Which ones?
Oh, I don't know. You go to parties and all that stuff?
Not very often. Mostly I stay home, study my lines, and go to bed.
You do?
I have to get up early when I'm on a picture.
Do you have one of those... Aw, never mind.
Go ahead, say it.
Well, I hear everybody has a water bed out there.
I used to, but I got rid of it.
How come?
Too noisy. Sloshing around every time you turn over. Sometimes I'd wake up in the night and I think I was on a raft in the middle of the ocean.
Gosh.
They're cold, too. Especially because I don't wear anything when I sleep.
You don't?
Better not mention that part to your mother. But you understand. We're just talking, aren't we? Couple old friends tooling around on the best set of wheels in town. Isn't that right?
Sure, Bunny. So, where do you want to go?
Is Mr. Gentry still the caretaker at the high school?
Old Methuselah? Oh yeah, they'll have to blow up the place to get rid of him.
Be an angel. Stop by just long enough for me to run in and say hi.
School's closed today.
I know, but Mr. Gentry's always around, isn't he? I used to think he lived there.
Well, the gate's open. I could show you how to get in the building.
Would you? I'd appreciate that.
Maybe we should get your medicine first.
Bud, this is important, or I wouldn't ask you.
Okay, if you think it's all right.
Oh, it'll be fine, trust me. I just have to deliver a message. Mr. Gentry? Are you in here, Mr.
Who's there? Dang kids.
Mr. Gentry, remember me?
Barbara Blake. That you?
It's me. How are you?
I'm kicking pretty high for an old man. So you finally came back. Get your fill of Hollywood, did you?
No, I like it there. It's not what you think.
Isn't it? We read all about the hijinks you get into. Can't say I'd be proud of it.
I don't know what you mean, Mr. Gentry. It's just a town like any other.
What brings you back here, Barbara?
I'm not sure. It was an impulse.
You picked a time. The Founders' Day celebration. Not that you'd be interested.
But I am interested. That's why I need your help.
My help?
I want you to do something for me. Unlock the doors to the school auditorium.
What for?
Some people might show up, and if they do, I want you to let them in.
Oh, not me. Nope, I'm going to the picnic.
Please, Mr. Gentry, I know you don't like me, but this is important. It's terribly important.
Barbara Blake. Always asking for favors. Wanting to be treated like somebody special. Maybe you forgot those doors are open all day long. You want to come here, you can walk in just like anybody else.
Thank you, Mr. Gentry. It was wonderful to see you.
Anything else I can do you for?
Just one. Mr. Gentry, I can't explain it yet, and if I did, you wouldn't believe me. But please don't go to the picnic. Take my word for it, you mustn't. Not this year.
Well, How does the old town look?
So good, I wonder why I ever left.
Why did you leave, I mean?
Oh, I guess I could have stayed and done Blythe Spirit in the little theater and played an angel in the church pageant at Christmas time, but I was too ambitious.
Too talented, you mean?
Oh, I don't know if it was that. I knew I had some talent and I had to find a place for it to grow. Otherwise, it would have died and I'd have ended up frustrated, pushing a broom around a house I couldn't stand and screaming at a brood of children. Can you understand that, Bud?
I sure can. Well, you've got your prescription. Want to go home now?
Wait.
What's the matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. We're running into a little rough weather. Fasten your seatbelts, please. It might get a little bumpy up here.
Bunny, something wrong with your ring?
What? Oh. Oh, no, nothing at all. It's just the way it catches the light. Sometimes I think I see a picture in it.
Yeah. Do you want to go home?
Is the television station still on this street?
Uh-huh. Right over there.
Wait for me, will you, Bud? I'll be right back.
Minutes to air, Mr. Braden.
Thank you, Jeffrey. and the weather for the Tri-County area. No. For the Tri-County area, boy, have we got some weather for you. Now, the weather in the Tri-County. What's this, Harold?
Corn, Mr. Braden, for the farm report. Nice, huh?
Very nice. Would you move it aside so I can see my script?
Sure thing. 90 seconds.
Thank you. How's my hair look?
Great, Mr. Braden. Hey, you can't come in here.
Thanks.
It's all right. I'm a friend of Mr. Braden's.
Barbara? I mean, Bunny?
Forgive me for bursting in this way.
Not at all. Well, I'll be darned.
They said you were going on the air, but I did so want to say hello.
Honey, you could have busted in here even if I was on camera. Don't I get a kiss?
1 minute.
Well, you haven't changed.
You have. You used to be skinny as a rail.
I was not. I was svelte.
Nope, now you're svelte. Oh, mink?
Hollywood coveralls.
Still a smart aleck, too. Want to be on my show?
I thought you'd never ask.
45 seconds.
Will you? You can be my co-host. Say something cute. Say anything you like. The viewers will love it.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I had in mind. I wanted to make an announcement.
Oh, yeah? Got a new movie to plug?
No, not at all. More along the lines of a public service announcement.
Sounds worthwhile.
I hope so. Because I have a feeling this one might be a matter of life and death.
Hello? No, I haven't got it turned on. She is? Oh, of course I knew she was in town. No warning, but she's supposed to be at the drugstore with Bud. Yes, Clara, I'll call you back.
Yes, Ben, you can't imagine how happy I am to be back in Howardville. It hasn't changed a bit, and I mean that in a good way.
What in the world?
Will you be with us for a nice long visit this time, buddy?
Unfortunately, I have to leave tonight. Work calls.
Oh, a new picture?
I'm starting one in Rome.
That sounds exciting.
Yes, it's a wonderful script. I'm looking forward to it.
Everyone in town has been following your career. I'm sure a lot of your old friends would like to see you.
Well, but they can if they really want to.
Are you kidding?
You know that one-woman show I did in Las Vegas last winter?
We read all about it.
Well, I'm giving a special performance this afternoon in the high school auditorium. And I hope everyone in town will come. As my guest, of course.
Wow, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
It's my way of giving back to the community. You know, everyone here has always been so supportive of me. This is just a little token of my appreciation.
Oops, I think we've got a conflict here. The Founders Day picnic starts at 3 o'clock. You remember what a big event that always is.
I know, but I'm afraid it just has to be today. All I can say is that you'll have a choice of coming to see me at 3 o'clock or going over to Riverside Park and getting hit by...
by?
A bunch of ants.
You heard it here, folks. Well, Bunny, thank you so much for stopping by.
Clara? I just heard. I swear I don't know a thing about it. I thought she was on her way back from the drugstore, and now here she is on TV. Why, I don't know which one I'll go to. They'll expect me at the picnic. The way I feel now, I'd be too embarrassed to show my face anywhere. Oh, here they are now. I'll call you back.
Hi, Mom. Sorry we took so long.
Go to your room. Bunny, I'm trying not to be angry with you because you must have lost your mind.
I told you there was going to be an explosion, buddy boy.
I can explain.
I said you're excused.
Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't his fault.
This is nothing to joke about. People are calling here.
And what do they say?
They're confused. They don't know whether to go to the picnic or this, whatever it is you're putting on at the school.
I can understand that, but...
What are you trying to do?
I owe this town, Hildy. It's just my way of paying back a debt.
It doesn't look that way. It looks like you're a show-off, a big celebrity who's trying to impress a lot of small-town hicks.
That's not it at all.
Then what is it?
Sis, let's not fight.
I can't condone what you're doing, Bunny, and I won't be a part of it. Bud and I will be at the picnic.
Oh, Hildy, you don't understand. No. Not the ring.
Is that Howardville down there?
That's it. That fly speck next to the river.
That's what you wanted to go home to? Forget it, Bunny. We don't have time.
Oh no, there has to be time. What else can I do?
Barb? What's the matter?
Nobody understands what I'm trying to do. It's not for me, not this time.
Please don't cry. Oh, honey, there are some things about you I'll never understand. But if this performance means so much to you...
It does.
Then don't you worry. We'll be there, I promise. Time to go. We're late.
Don't worry. One thing's for sure. They can't start the show till I get there.
Ooh, better take an umbrella.
Thanks.
Bud, we're waiting.
I can't find my blue tie.
Then wear another one. We're late as it is.
You'd better fire your weatherman.
Now, Bud.
Coming.
The streets will be a fright.
Remember how we used to lie in our beds on rainy nights and talk to each other when we were kids?
Oh, it was fun, wasn't it? Being kids.
It was special. I'll never forget it.
It's raining really heavy.
Well, we'll just have to brave it. I have an audience waiting.
Oh, we need raincoats. They're in the hall closet.
You wear one. I'm going in style.
That fur'll get all ruined.
Don't worry about me. Help me on with it, will you?
Your ring looks really pretty.
Thank you, Bud.
We've hit some unexpected turbulence, so please remain seated. We'll get through it all right, folks.
Getting kind of rough.
Don't worry, Cece. It was meant to be.
You aren't scared at all, are you?
Why should I be? Can't live forever, you know. It's like when I'm in my dressing room and there's a call to come to the set. I know what's waiting for me. I know there's nothing I can do to put it off any longer. Sometimes I'm not even sure if I know my lines, but the show must go on. Hildy.
Yes?
I'm going now.
I'm coming.
Not this time.
What do you mean?
And Hildy, thank you.
For what?
For being my sister. I always loved you, you know.
Bunny?
That one's a fire engine.
Sounds like an awful lot of them. Turn on the news.
Goodbye, Hildy. And, Buddy, take good care.
Bunny?
Major disaster. We'll bring you updates as they come in. For now, the Highway Patrol has issued a bulletin for everyone
Turn that
to
down.
remain inside.
Hello?
Mrs. Blake,
Yes.
this is Jim Haddock with the State Troopers.
Oh, what is it, Jim?
I'm out at the park. I thought you ought to know.
No what? Bud, where's Bunny?
I don't know.
It's terrible. I've never seen anything like it.
Like what? Jim, will you please tell me what it is you're talking about?
The crash. It happened minutes ago.
What crash?
Passenger jet. LA to New York. Got torn up in that storm. Crashed right in the middle of the picnic grounds. Hildy, your sister is dead. Bunny is dead.
Dead? That's crazy.
She was a passenger on that plane. She and another woman sitting right next to each other.
Jim, my sister is here, now.
I saw the body myself. Hildy, there's no mistake. It was Bunny Blake. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
Bunny? Bunny, where are you?
She's not here, Mom. Want to hear the news?
Fortunately, only a
Bunny?
handful of people attended this year's Founders Day picnic, so a disaster of even greater proportions was averted.
Bunny?
Most of the population is safe at the high school auditorium, where they gathered for a special performance by our own local celebrity, Miss Bunny Blake. Conflicting reports claimed that she was a passenger on the ill-fated plane, but witnesses swear, I would swear, that she was here in Howardville this afternoon. Until the mystery is solved, only one thing is certain. There's been a terrible crash, the worst in the state's history.
Bunny.
Mom. That ring you gave her. I got it. She dropped it on the porch. Mom?
We are all travelers. The trip starts in a place called birth and ends at a distant location known as death. And that's the end of the journey, unless, like Bunny Blake, you happen to make one last curtain call on a misty stage somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
We'll return to the Twilight Zone in just a moment.
You are about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land of imagination. Next stop, the Twilight Zone. Hi, this is Stacy Keach. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our Twilight Zone website at twilightzoneradio.com. At twilightzoneradio.com, you'll find the latest information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas, including behind-the-scenes photographs, plus the newest product releases, trivia contests, ways to contact us, other Twilight Zone-related info and merchandise, plus links to other fascinating websites. So make your next stop twilightzoneradio.com.
Visit twilightzoneradio.com to purchase these Twilight Zone radio dramas on cassette and CD, or call toll-free 1-866-989-ZONE. That's 1-866-989-9663.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are those of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
10 minutes to the OIS 679 event.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the command center at NORAD. This is the nerve center of what was once the first line of defense for the United States. Of course, things have changed a bit. Yes, ma'am, is there a question?
Hi, yes. My name is Jocelyn Reitzman. I'm with the senator. I thought there would be like big TV screens or, plasma screens of the world.
Everyone thinks that. Actually, they never existed. During the Cold War, you saw much of what you see today. Men at desks looking at monitors. Only today, well, they are plasma screens, but smaller. There was never a big board.
So who would have seen the incoming missiles from Russia?
Actually, multiple monitors would have shown that level of attack very clearly.
And what do they do now? They watch the Weather Channel?
Actually, Senator, the role of NORAD continues to be of significant strategic importance. To date, our space surveillance network has tracked more than 24,000 objects in orbit around the planet Earth.
That's space junk, Major Anderson. It's nuts, bolts, debris, extraterrestrial garbage. You call that significant?
It can be significant. We have thousands of satellites in orbit, many of them critical to national security. We need to know if they're in danger of colliding with the debris.
And if a tool bag lost in space is going to collide with one of these satellites, what exactly can we do about it?
Nothing, actually, except, of course, understand the nature of the event.
And if some extreme group takes power in a country and launches missiles at us, is that what you'll do, Major? Try to understand the nature of the event.
Senator, rest assured, we have the necessary defenses in place to identify and track anything in the air, in orbit, in space. Throughout the country, we have air defense services monitoring the skies. But if you think about it, the only way we can be sure of what it is and where it's coming from is to be able to differentiate it from the space junk.
We are 1 minute to the OIS 679 event.
Ah, that's great. Well, you're all in for a treat. We're actually going to be able to see an object in space re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. Dr. Johnson, I think that's why you're here.
That's the idea.
If you'll allow me, Dr. Johnson has been working with us through her think tank in Seattle and is studying the potential for some objects to actually strike the Earth.
What's an OS-69?
Good question. Doctor, would you do the honors?
OIS, actually. Object in space. We don't call them UFOs. We know what they are. 678 is the number of objects of significant size that have re-entered the atmosphere. This next one will be 679.
How big is this thing?
Believe it or not, 100 pounds. Mostly lost tools from various shuttle missions. In fact, it may be that tool bag you mentioned earlier, Senator.
You've got to be kidding.
10 seconds to OIS 679 event.
If you look at the monitors, well, actually any of them, we switch most of them to the event feed at times like this.
Event commence.
Wow, that was a big one.
At least a .75 duration.
That's it. That flash of light for a second. Cheyenne Mountain, billions of dollars, and all we use this facility for is watching man-made meteorites flash on screens like static on an old TV.
There have been more significant events recorded.
Like that one?
Oh my God.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Do you mean to say you've never seen an event like that second one?
Look, there's another one.
All stations to alert status and cross-check on multiple orbits.
What is going on, Major?
It's like the 4th of July. They just keep coming.
Lockdown. All stations transmit all incoming data to ADS centers and confirm ballistic coefficients.
Major, it's a simple question. What is going on?
I don't know. This has never happened before. I mean, it's Sunday. The commanding officer isn't here. I just do the tours.
Can someone please tell me what's going on?
No one can. He meant what he said. What we're seeing are thousands of objects in space entering the Earth's atmosphere simultaneously. If this had happened before, we'd all know it.
Are they asteroids?
No. No, they're not behaving like asteroids. They're coming from perfect Kepler orbits and seem to have very specific trajectories.
Like missiles?
Yes, Senator, yes. Like missiles.
I predicted this. Jocelyn, if I were president, this would not have happened. This is the end of all of us. This is the end of the world.
Meet Senator Jack Reitzman. charlatan, fraud, politician. A man with few principles who sees monsters in the closet and enemies in every backyard. He's on a mission to save the world with his own brand of truth. It's a truth he's about to uncover in a place where good and evil have taken a rest to bring something new to a familiar planet known as the Twilight Zone.
So they have their tanks in these long trenches, and we just put bulldozer blades on 2 of our tanks and ran along the trench and buried them. We didn't fire a shot, and for all I know, those tanks are still buried out there.
It was almost too easy.
General, priority call for you, line 1.
Yeah, easy was the word. Makes you wonder if we'll ever be able to fight a real war again. General Whitaker.
General, we have incoming first strike with counterforce and counter-value targeting. 894 incoming assumed RB missiles due to strike US 48 in 15 minutes.
Confirmed?
Confirmed.
Source?
Still unknown.
Proceed to DEFCON 1 and prepare preemptive countermeasures.
Yes, General Whitaker.
Connect me with the President.
How fast does this elevator descend?
Very fast, Mr. President. We'll be 1,000 feet below the White House in another 10 seconds.
What do we know so far?
The first U.S. impact is estimated to occur in 10 minutes.
Who did this? Russia? China? Who could put up so many missiles at once and with such accuracy?
The answer is we still don't know, and they are far from accurate.
Meaning?
Every country seems to be under attack, but then some aren't.
Which countries haven't been invaded?
Ireland, Madagascar, Denmark, and Monaco.
And everyone else?
All targeted somehow. Every part of the world, even Greenland, Samoa, and Antarctica.
And is someone going to explain why this is happening?
We have the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA, and an expert on this subject on the phone who should be able to help. Dr. Anna Johnson. She's at Cheyenne Mountain right now. She's the top authority on objects in space and atmospheric re-entry. She's our best bet to sorting this out.
In the next few minutes, I hope.
Anna, you there?
I'm here.
Anna, this is the President. What can you tell us?
There are now about 4,000 objects entering Earth's atmosphere with an angle of attack indicating non-ballistic re-entry with trajectories delivering impacts in the next 1 to 20 minutes across the globe.
I was told 10 minutes.
Anna, this is the Secretary of Defense. My information was 10 minutes to impact.
That's correct. Or at least it was about 5 minutes ago. But now, some of them have sped up, some have slowed down, and some... well, some of them have stopped.
Have any cities been hit?
No. I mean, some of the objects just stopped. Stopped at various altitudes. Some 20 miles above the surface of the Earth, and others just a couple of thousand feet from the surface.
Mr. President, this is General Whitaker.
What's your recommendation, General?
Give me the order to shoot them down.
Have any of them exploded, Anna?
No, but some of them have landed.
What was the size of the impact?
No impact. They actually landed very gently.
Where? Where exactly did they land? New York, Chicago, L.A.?
Mr. President, I'm not requesting permission to retaliate, but please let us try to shoot them down while we have time.
Anna, how many have stopped or landed so far? And how exactly do they stop in mid-air?
About 600 of them have landed, and we don't know how they are doing any of this.
Any major cities?
Mr. President!
Generals, stand down. I'm not going to blow up our cities shooting at things that aren't attacking us.
Mr. President, the odd thing is they're not landing in cities. They're landing in places that are desolate and unoccupied.
Mr. President, we have defensive and offensive capabilities hidden in places desolate and unoccupied across the country.
And are any of these objects in those areas?
No.
Anna, what are these things?
I'm not really sure. We have live video of some of them. I'm transmitting it to you now. They appear to be large cylinders about 300 feet in diameter and about 400 feet high. Most are flat on the top and bottom, but a few appear to have a blunt, conical top.
Anna, what are they?
The surface of the objects are pitted and streaked. No markings or other features are apparent. Wait a minute. It appears all of the remaining objects we're viewing are now moving in unison toward the surface.
Mr. President, this is our last chance. Where are they heading, Anna? What cities are in danger?
Only a small farm town. No major cities. One of them is landing in a farmer's field outside of a small town in Iowa. All the rest are landing in remote, deserted areas or in water.
How many have landed now?
Almost all of them. Whoa! Wait.
Anna, you have to tell us what you see.
Over areas of China, we're seeing significant explosions. The Chinese are trying to shoot them down.
We have to join this fight, Mr. President. General, in case it hasn't occurred to you, this doesn't seem to be an attack launched by any nation on Earth. Speaking of which, Dr. Johnson, other than China, are any other nations taking defensive or offensive measures against the objects?
It's hard to tell. No apparent use of nuclear weapons. Everything is in the form of conventional weapons. I don't think anyone else wants to blow themselves up.
No surprise. Neither do we. General Whitaker, let's be safe. As chairman of the Joint Chiefs, get a team together fast and get some military supervision and security to every one of these objects. Do not attack without my orders. Alert FEMA. Evacuate the local civilian population as you see fit. We'll contact the diplomatic corps in case someone thinks this was our idea. Anna, have they all landed?
Most. The rest are either hovering or underwater at points throughout the world.
What do they want?
They? John, do we have some idea where these came from?
You said it yourself, sir.
Anna, you're the expert. What do we have here?
Without any additional evidence, I would guess this is a full-scale invasion of the planet Earth by an alien race with vastly superior intelligence and technology.
Well then, let's get some more evidence and be sure. Until then, we take no chances and we take no offensive action. Look, if this is a visit from some life form from another planet, we need to know the answer to two fundamental questions. Are they good or are they bad? I'm afraid it's one or the other, but let's be sure before we make what could be a bad situation worse. And if they attack us? General, if they attack, the order is to defend us. But only if they attack. Understood.
Mr. President, if they are here for the good of mankind, I would like to be the first to welcome them.
Who is that? This is a secure line.
I'm sorry, it's Senator Wrightsman. He's here at Cheyenne Mountain.
What the?
Mr. President, I'm here, and I witnessed this event as it happened. I can lead the diplomatic team that welcomes our guests.
Senator, I would appreciate it if you and everyone else stayed in Cheyenne Mountain until we better understand this situation.
No, you are not getting all the glory on this one. We get equal time. This is bigger than you and your party.
Senator, the President is the Commander-in-Chief and you will do what you are told.
Fine. But someday, I am getting out of this mountain prison, and if this thing blows up on you guys, I am telling the world that I could have been the hand that extended peace to our new neighbors.
You may get your chance, Senator, but until we understand the situation better, you will remain at Cheyenne Mountain. Anna, do you see any objects headed for Washington, D.C.?
No. The closest is about 100 miles away, landing in a swamp in Virginia. We're monitoring the object via satellite. Wait a minute. The swamp is drying up. The object appears to be consuming all the water.
Mr. President, it's obvious what they're here to do. They want to take all our natural resources. They'll leave us a desert planet, and we'll all be dead in days. We have to act. Anna, are any of the other objects consuming water or any other resources?
No, just this one.
Maybe they were thirsty.
And who is that?
Sorry. It's the senator's wife. The room is secure now. I don't know how they got in.
Dr. Johnson, I need you to go to one of these landing sites. Take whatever and whoever you need and see if you can get some answers.
Understood.
General Whittaker.
Yes, sir.
I need to hear from you immediately if these things make any offensive maneuvers. Don't fire until I give the order. I don't want to escalate this situation because a swamp or two has lost some water.
And if they attack my troops?
Return fire. Now, let's get to work.
Have you got all the gear in the boat?
Yeah. You think today'll be a good day for fishing?
It's always a good day for fishing. It's just up to the fishermen.
Do we got the bait?
We got it all. All gassed up and ready to... What in tarnation?
You okay, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm all right. Where did that come from?
It just fell out of the sky. What is it? Looks like a giant tin can.
Tin cans don't fall out of the sky, Bobby.
It's on your property, Jimmy. You own it now.
I own it? Well, what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Kinda looks like an oversized oil drum. Maybe we should call the sheriff.
Oh, what's he gonna do, Bobby, but the same thing we're doing, just sit here and stare at it?
I don't like this, Jimmy. We ought to get out of here.
Yeah, maybe right. Hey, let's give it a minute. I want to see if something happens.
I don't think anyone could move that thing. You're gonna have it sticking out of your lake from now on, man. Gonna ruin the fishing.
Just be quiet, I'm thinking. You know, a lot of people would pay good money to see something like this.
Yeah? Yeah, I suppose they would. You know, we could charge admission. That big field on the old road, heck, you could park a few hundred cars.
At $10 a head, that's a couple of grand a day.
Let them take all the pictures they want, and then, hey, you know what? We could even have a concession stand.
Heck, with the money we're gonna make, we'll open a restaurant.
And a big deck where you can eat and look at the thing.
Let's go. I want to block the road. People are gonna start showing up soon, and the money starts today.
Fell right into our lap, didn't it?
Yep, money from the sky. Damn, I knew it.
Is that a news chopper? That'll get lots of people here.
It ain't no news chopper, it's military. They're gonna make us another Roswell. Damn.
It's Roswell, dummy.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special report.
Good evening. What you are about to see may be the most incredible occurrence in the history of humanity. Across the globe, thousands of large cylindrical objects have landed on the surface of the Earth. Others are reported to be hovering over the planet's surface, and an undetermined number below the surface of the Earth's oceans, lakes, and rivers. The reaction across the globe can best be described as a mixture of shock, fear, and for some people, hope. Here with a live report is John Porterson.
Thank you, Bill. I'm standing in a remote desert area of southern Utah where one of these large objects has landed in a shallow canyon. The appearance of all the objects is identical, at a height of about 40 stories, cylindrical in shape, and a diameter the size of a football field. There are no markings, windows, or doors, and so far, no sound or movement from the object. There have been reports that some of the objects are siphoning water from lakes and rivers, but that has not been confirmed. Soon after we arrived on the scene, a battalion of National Guard troops arrived, and they have moved us back some distance from the object. We were able to briefly approach it before troops arrived. There's a strong smell of sulfur surrounding the object, and the sides were extremely hot. The entire surface is a streaked combination of black, gray, and dirty rust. Troops continue to arrive and set up gunnery positions, which has all of us a bit nervous.
John, has the military given you any information? Is this a dangerous situation, and are they expecting the use of force?
The military has simply moved us back from the object. They have given us no information. As far as we can... The jets are bombing the object! We're moving out of the area! All the gunnery positions have opened fire! Go, go, go! There doesn't seem to be any movement or return fire from the object! We're all getting out of the...
General Whitaker here.
General, this is the President. Can you explain to me the situation in the Utah desert?
2 Air Force F-16s launched 8 missiles against the object. They were supported by artillery and small arms fire.
Were they attacked?
I'm still waiting for a report.
Has the object returned fire or been destroyed?
No. The object appears to have suffered no damage and they have not responded in any way.
General, what exactly motivated this attack? Who gave the order?
No one. It appears the pilots acted on their own.
We have to get control of this situation, and that starts with us controlling ourselves. What if these visitors are peaceful? What are they thinking and planning as a result of this attack?
Mr. President, with all due respect, if we were to travel to another country for peaceful purposes, we wouldn't show up in 4,000 jet planes. There is nothing about this arrival that can be seen as anything less than an invasion.
General, if there is one more incident like this, I am relieving you of command. Now get your forces under control.
The whole world's in a panic, Mr. President. I'll do everything I can.
Position 43?
Bob, is that you?
Yes, Mr. Secretary.
Has Dr. Johnson made any progress?
I'll patch you through.
Johnson?
Anna, this is the Secretary of Defense. I'm here with the President and the National Security Council. Where are you right now, and have you had any success?
We're in a deep forest in northern Michigan, and we're about to make another effort to make contact. So far, radio transmissions, loudspeakers, music, and colored lights have received no response.
What are you planning to do?
The only thing left to do. Knock. Try it again.
Can you hear anything?
Nothing. We've connected sensors, parametric acoustic arrays, range sounding, even stethoscopes, x-rays, and radar, you name it. We've seen nothing and heard nothing. If there's anything in there, they're not responding.
Is it possible these are not occupied? I mean, we send unmanned instruments into space all the time. Why wouldn't another intelligent race do the same thing?
Anything's possible. What we can't understand is their purpose. We don't know why they're here or what they're doing. There are no transmissions of any kind that we can detect. No communication between the objects on the ground or the various sections suspended over the Earth and in space. Our only assumption is that the sections eventually rejoin in space and form a large cigar-shaped transport. The few sections with the conical tops are probably on either end of a long tube of sections.
Are they after the water?
Not just water. We have reports of minerals, water, and air being slowly collected by various objects. If I had to guess, I'd say it's an intergalactic freight train that's come to harvest various materials.
So they are, in fact, after our natural resources. Is there any danger that they'll consume the atmosphere? Is that why some of the objects are hovering?
That's our assumption. What's curious is there seems to be no danger. They're not collecting that much of anything. Considering their size, the most they've taken is a sample.
Could it be a scouting expedition? Preparation for an invasion?
Mr. Secretary, 4,000 objects? If this is preparation for an invasion, I'd hate to see the real thing. No, I think this is a peaceful, if not passive, mission. Although they may be sampling resources for future collecting. There's no way of knowing at this point.
Keep trying, Doctor. We need some answers. Things are getting out of hand.
What do you mean?
The military. All over the world. Some countries have taken the offensive, including, I'm sorry to say, our own. An isolated incident, but an attack nonetheless.
Have they retaliated?
No, not once. Not even after a nuclear detonation in South Africa. Every report is the same. No damage to the objects, no retaliation or response of any kind.
Then I guess we can stop knocking. If a nuclear detonation doesn't get their attention, they're not going to pay much attention to our sledgehammer.
Mr. Secretary, I have an urgent call from Senator Reitzman.
Anna, don't tell me he's with you.
No, sir. We left him back at Cheyenne Mountain.
Put him through.
Mr. President? Mr. President, are you there? Can you hear me?
Jack, are you okay? Is everything all right at NORAD?
I am not in Cheyenne Mountain. I'm in Montana, I think. We found one of the objects.
Senator, the president's orders were crystal clear. You were to stay at Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, well, I didn't, and the world will thank me for it someday.
Jack, are you alone?
No, my wife is here, and a lieutenant who I ordered to fly us here in his chopper. We need cameras, Mr. President, the news media, the world has to see this.
Senator, the world has been staring at pictures of these objects for almost 2 days now. Believe me, yours is no different.
Well, that is where you're wrong. This one is different. This one is different because I am here, and I did it. I'm the one who did it.
And what exactly did you do, Senator?
Exactly what I said I would do. I made contact.
This is Tom Hillridge reporting from southern Montana. In an amazing turn of events, Senator Jack Reitzman claims to have successfully made contact with what are believed to be a highly advanced form of life from another planet. This is the first time anyone on Earth has succeeded.
Accompanied by his wife Jocelyn, the senator will read a statement he has prepared to reassure the visitors that we can coexist in peace and mutual trade. I'm here with James Parker, the owner of the property where the object has landed, who witnessed the landing. Can you tell us what you saw?
Well, first of all, I just want to make it clear that this is private property. Now, I know that a lot of people are watching this, and we don't need y'all showing up just yet. Now, the military has it secured, but if the general public wants to come around here, I'm going to have to charge a fee for, insurance purposes and the such. Thank you.
Mr. Parker, Senator Reitzman has stated that he has made contact. Have you managed to make contact with an alien life form as well?
Actually, no. I haven't seen any aliens. The thing is, it's sitting out there in my lake.
Have you spoken to the senator?
I don't even know who he is.
Thank you, sir. That was James Parker, a local farmer who was fishing when this particular object set down on the shore of his lake. I see there's some commotion over to our right. It appears the senator is prepared to make his statement.
After failing to win his party's nomination for president in the last election, the four-term senator has been a harsh critic of the president and has promised to reveal a government cover-up of the contact that has already been established with the aliens.
Good God, has he lost his mind?
John, this whole situation gets worse every day. No wonder they've ignored us so far. They have to believe we're absolute idiots.
What does he think he's going to accomplish with this?
I'm afraid we're about to find out.
Are we on? Okay. To the people of planet Earth, my name is Senator Jack Reitzman. I am addressing you today from a mountain pass in North America. Right now, more than 4 billion people are listening to this broadcast, and that's good. because I have good news. We have made contact, and I have a message for our new neighbors. I want to personally welcome you to our planet. Welcome you as friends and partners. We are a peace-loving species, and like you, we are explorers. Together we can explore new worlds, new opportunities, and new frontiers. Now, I would like to introduce my wife, Jocelyn Reitzman, who made the initial contact. Jocelyn?
His wife made the contact? What did she do? Call them on her cell phone?
I just hope she tells us what they said.
Hello. Today, I feel truly blessed. When I received the telepathic message from the alien,
Oh no, she is such a nutcase.
I knew they would be kind. So we should be kind too.
Are you getting that? Are you getting that? The ship is leaving. The entire thing is rising into the air. Look out! Look out! This is Tom Hillridge reporting. The object that has occupied this spot in the Rocky Mountains for the last 3 days has taken off and is rising high into the atmosphere. All that's left is a deep impression in the ground. It was pandemonium here for a moment, but people are settling down and most are watching the object rise into the sky and wait a minute. On the horizon, I can see another object rising up as well. Wow, what's that? Yes, I see it. To the east of us, there's another object rising at a greater distance. Senator, do you think they heard you? Did they get the message?
Not only did they get the message, but I'm convinced that it's what they came to hear. That's why they're leaving. That is what they wanted, and I delivered.
It's been a month since the visitors, as we have come to call them, departed from the Earth. To date, there has been no evidence to explain the purpose of this strange and still mysterious visit. I'm here with Dr. Anna Johnson at one of the former landing sites. Dr. Johnson, what have you discovered?
So far, nothing.
Nothing? What about materials they left behind? Their technology, or their ability to hover silently?
We don't have a clue. It didn't seem to matter what kind of instruments we used when they were here or what we do now. They left no evidence. We don't know how or why they traveled here or anything about their technology.
Many people are claiming that there is a pattern in their landing sites and that we simply haven't decoded the hidden message yet.
We have many specialists trying to determine why they landed where they did, and all we can conclude is that it's a totally random pattern, although they seem to avoid areas where their landing would cause any harm to people.
So no one was injured?
Not as a result of any of the objects. Unfortunately, we do have reports of more than 800,000 fatalities worldwide due to various and assorted actions taken by governments and the military.
Senator Reitzman has announced his candidacy for president and continues to claim he was responsible for the departure of the visitors. What did he say that resonated with them?
I'm sorry, but objects across the world were departing up to 20 minutes before the senator said a word.
And the claims his wife has made about a telepathic message?
That's her claim. No one else anywhere had a similar experience, although some people are beginning to come out of the woodwork to claim they did.
Do you think they'll be back?
It's quite possible. I mean, they obviously know where we are.
And which will it be? Invasion or new alliance?
Quite frankly, I'd settle for either one. Unfortunately, I think if they do return, we're in for more of the same.
Which is?
Nothing. They didn't even seem to care that we existed. To put it bluntly, they came, they saw, they left.
Our first encounter has occurred. An uninvited visit that the whole world was witness to. A desperate world looking for answers and a message. This time the message was clear, and we delivered it to ourselves somewhere between cold indifference, foolish pride, and the raw rage of animal instinct. Will they return? Will they give us the answers we need? Probably not. Unless you're willing to take a moment and understand that beyond a special place in deep space and a very important and faraway destination is that favorite alien rest stop known as the Twilight Zone.
Rest Stop, starring Brandon Eales with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was written for The Twilight Zone by Steve Newby. Heard in the cast were Christian Stolte, Danny Goldring, Linda Reiter, Frenette Lebo, Torrio Davis, Jeff Lupitan, Jim McCants, Lisa Wolfe, Jamie Barron, Sean Cooper, Doug James, and Joby Cerny. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises and the Rod Serling Estate for making this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari for Falcon Picture Group. Sound design, custom Foley effects, recording, and editing are produced in the Cerny American Sound to Picture Theater by sound designers Craig Lee, Bob Benson, and Tim Cerny. Music for The Twilight Zone is provided by CBS and American Music Incorporated, New York. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to download episodes, including 6 free episodes on our homepage, visit our official website at twilightzoneradio.com. Doug James speaking.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Darling, you can't mean it.
But I do.
Even after so long?
What is time? The ebb and flow of a river as we drift along, bobbing and sinking, but floating to the surface again and again and again.
My love.
From this day forward, we shall never be apart. This, I promise you.
Kruger, I've got an idea.
Who is this?
Jordy, who do you think? Listen, this one's a winner.
You know what time it is.
Late. Sorry, boss, but I just watched a movie and...
Movie? What movie?
Remember that assignment? You wanted to send me to the coast?
To cover the awards, but you passed on it.
Right, the Career Achievement Awards at the Academy.
Jordan, surely this can wait.
That's just it. It can't. Come morning, I'll be on a plane, headed for L.A.
No, you won't. I'm sending the new boy.
Not so fast. You remember why I passed on it? Because Pamela Morris isn't attending.
As usual, so what?
Well, I ran one of her pictures tonight. Her greatest performance. And this, I promise you, I've forgotten the magic. There's never been anyone like her, not even close. So here's what you do.
Have you been drinking?
Buddy, I'm stone cold sober. Get me a ticket for the Red Eye out of O'Hare. Then soon as it's morning, Pacific time, call our agent and set up an interview. I'll be there with bells on.
Interview about what?
Are you kidding? It's Pamela Morris. Where's she been all these years? Is she still as beautiful as they say? I'll get you an exclusive. And while I'm out there, I just might cover the awards, if you ask me real nice. 'Cause you're my favorite editor.
Do us both a favor. Go back to bed.
I haven't been to bed. I've been watching Pamela Morris all night long. And tomorrow, I'm going to meet her. No matter what. Thanks, Kruger. It'll be worth it. This I promise you. The world's most beautiful woman. Pamela Morris. In person.
Introducing Jordan Herrick, syndicated columnist, whose work appears in more than 100 newspapers. By nature a cynic, a disbeliever, and a jaded commentator on the movie business, caught up for the moment in a lovely vision. He's not sure whether that vision is merely a dream, but he'll soon find out. Her name is Pamela Morris, renowned star and femme fatale, not seen in public for many years, whose legendary beauty is remembered by millions. Mr. Herrick is correct about one thing. Tomorrow he will make her acquaintance in person. But what he does not know is that the face he gazes upon may actually be a reflection, beamed his way directly from the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Queen of the Nile, starring Kate Jackson with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Hello? Hello? Is anybody...
Yes, sir.
I'm here to see Miss Morris.
Who?
Pamela Morris. Do I have the right address?
This is a private residence. No deliveries.
Oh, for the love of... I'm not a delivery boy.
Please turn your car around.
My name is Jordan Herrick.
Well, you still need an appointment.
I have an appointment. Check the list. Herri.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Herrick from Chicago.
Thank you.
I'll open the gate. Park in the circular driveway by the main house.
Yes?
Hello there. I'm Jordan Herrick. I have an interview with Miss Morris.
You're early.
Am I? Well, if she's not ready, I can wait.
This way.
Well. This is impressive.
Take your coat, sir.
That portrait on the wall.
Your coat?
Here. Who painted it, may I ask?
I'll tell Miss Morris you're here.
Yes, you do that. What's the signature on the canvas? No. Can't be.
Where's my towel?
A young man is here to see you.
Where?
In the living room.
Really? Tell him I'll be right in.
There's no hurry.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, I lost track of the time.
Please, don't rush on my account.
You've come all this way. It's the least I can do.
But it's such a glorious day.
I'll be right with you. Just let me dry off.
Of course.
Charlotte, see if the gentleman would like a drink. Perhaps a light lunch?
Yes, miss.
Oh, don't go to any trouble.
I'll meet you in the living room as soon as I make myself presentable.
Oh, you're more than that. Great deal more.
If you follow me, sir.
Mr. Herrick?
Miss Morris, I didn't mean to interrupt your swim.
Nonsense. I've kept you waiting.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, and I apologize. But I do love the pool. It's my one indulgence. Am I forgiven?
Absolutely.
Please sit down.
Beautiful.
Sorry?
This room. The furniture, the artifacts. Lovely.
You like my little collection?
Very unusual. You must have gathered these things from around the world.
Oh, you know how it is. Various locations over the years for this film or that.
You specialize in the exotic.
Do I? Yes, I suppose so.
Even the front door, that metal insect or whatever it is.
Ah, you saw that. The door knocker. Cast in bronze after an Egyptian beetle or so, I'm told. Do you think it's too much?
No. It's quite remarkable. I've never seen another like it.
Nor have I.
Must be very old.
Yes, it must be. I confess I've forgotten exactly where it's from. Now then, I believe you have some questions for me?
Well, if you don't mind.
Not if you're the one who asked them.
I'll do the best I can.
I'm sure you always do.
To begin at the beginning.
As two people always must.
Huh. You were born in...
I must say, Mr. Herrick, you are very direct.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I meant geographically.
No, you didn't. You meant the year. That's what the public always wants to know.
You're not offended?
Should I be? I have my producers, my directors. You have your editors. They are all very demanding. Besides, a woman in my position must have no secrets.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. I was afraid.
Afraid? You have nothing to fear here.
No?
Why, Mr. Herrick, I'm only a woman, and a rather small one at that. Surely you've known many women.
Never one like you.
Ha! Then I'll try to make this as painless as possible. Suppose you tell me how old you think I am.
That's hardly fair.
Oh, come now. Especially after you saw me in my bathing attire. Unfortunately, it conceals very little.
I wouldn't say unfortunately.
Mr. Herrick, you make me blush.
I shouldn't have wandered out onto the terrace like that.
I did say no secrets.
And I overstepped the bounds with that question.
No, not at all. Please, be honest.
Really,
Here, take a good look. I'm sorry about the shirtwaist and sandals, but I didn't want to keep you waiting a moment longer. Time is so precious.
You're not wearing any makeup, are you?
Can you tell? There simply wasn't time.
You're very beautiful.
That wasn't the question. We were talking about my age. I'd appreciate your candor.
In that case, you look no older than you do in the painting.
Oh, everyone asks about that. I was only a child when I posed for it.
Is that so?
Come and see for yourself, close up.
All right.
Well?
Oh, surely I'm misreading the signature.
Why do you say that?
This can't be a Berthold.
Berthold? I was so frightened of him. The world was bright and new to me, and he was so wildly creative.
Was he?
I'd never met anyone like him. It was his genius that enabled him to project the flowering of a fragile blossom, as he put it.
He must have been a genius to capture you so perfectly.
What a lovely thing to say.
Tea, miss.
Ah. Shall we, Mr. Herrick?
Certainly.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee, please.
Would you like something in it? Cognac? Whiskey?
No, thank you. I'll take it black.
I thought newspapermen were heavy drinkers.
That's a myth. At least during working hours.
And are you working now?
I am. Though it doesn't feel like work.
I want you to feel entirely at ease. It's to my advantage, you know. Lest you think badly of me.
Very little chance of that.
Is it time for tea, Charlotte?
Yes, Mrs. Draper.
Hello. My name's...
This is Mr. Herrick.
How do you do?
Mrs. Draper. He's the newspaperman, Mother.
I know.
You're Pamela's mother? Surely not...
Sit down, Mother. Have your tea.
It's remarkable, the resemblance between you two.
Some might think so.
With my mother, it is tea at this precise hour every afternoon.
Mrs. Draper, you must feel proud to have such a famous daughter.
Must I?
Mother never did approve of my career.
Believe me, Mr. Herrick, I had very little choice in the matter.
She thinks I'm too headstrong.
Dedicated is the word. You still are, Pamela.
Tell me, was your daughter always as beautiful as she is now?
Always.
Now there's loyalty for you.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Herrick, it is the truth.
Then perhaps I should interview you as well.
Why, whatever for?
Well, I might learn a few important details from the mother.
Such as the real age of the daughter?
Honestly, I wasn't thinking of that.
Isn't age relative? Besides, didn't I promise to reveal absolutely everything to you, Mr. Herrick?
You did.
All in good time.
Then I'll just have to be patient.
Not for much longer. This I promise you.
Pamela, I must have a word with you.
Later, in your room.
I am not going to stand by and watch it happen again.
You will if I say you will.
I can't bear it.
Mother, would you mind seeing if Charlotte has things under control in the kitchen?
Not this time.
Sorry if I'm intruding.
She was just leaving.
Pamela.
Weren't you?
A pleasure to have met you, young man.
My pleasure, Mrs. Draper. Perhaps we'll talk another time.
I hope so. Until then, goodbye. Take care of yourself. Take very good care.
I'll try.
Forgive her.
What for?
She's getting old.
Still, she might remember a few details I can use for my story.
No, her mind wanders. Her memories become distorted. Shall we finish our coffee on the terrace?
If you prefer.
There should be a breeze outside.
I'll bring the cups.
Mr. Herrick.
Mrs. Draper, I thought you'd gone.
I must speak with you.
Why, of course.
Leave.
What?
You must leave at once. Quickly, before she hears. You are in danger.
I am?
Very grave danger. All is not as it appears. She is not as she appears.
Mr. Herrick, are you coming?
Be right there. What's this about? If there's something I should know, you...
She is running out of time. Save yourself, young man, before it's too late. I implore you. Save yourself.
Isn't it lovely out here?
Quite stunning. And a perfect location. I'm trying to remember. Who owned this house before you?
Oh, some ancient actor from the silent days, I think.
And when did you purchase it?
There you go, Mr. Herrick, still trying to trick me. I assure you it was built decades ago, long before I was born.
No doubt.
I love to sit here by the hour, watching the birds and the clouds, listening to the sound of the water. At night I watch the stars.
Do you?
But that isn't what interests you, my nocturnal habits.
It'll fit nicely into the story I'm doing.
The question of age is still the big thing, isn't it?
I wouldn't say that.
I can hear it in your voice. Well, here goes. I am 38, Jordan. May I call you Jordan?
Of course.
Is that so terribly old?
Not at all.
Even in my case?
Especially not in your case. The years have never been kinder to anyone.
Oh, you're a dream.
It's the truth.
I should have realized you'd take all this down. Looks like you've already written several pages.
Some advance notes. Dates mostly.
Do they concern me?
Indirectly. According to one article...
I know you read something. A column by one of those stupid, jealous women.
If you don't mind me asking...
Fire away.
If you're 38, how could you have starred in a movie made, let me see, 29 years ago?
I can't believe it. Jordan Herrick taken in by the printed word. Tell me, do you always believe everything you read?
And set me straight. The movie was Trails West, is that correct?
Darling, it couldn't have been me. I would have had to be 9 years old, don't you see? It's an old mistake. I've run across it before. Once something like that gets into the books, It's hard to erase.
Well, according to our files, your co-star was John Bradley.
Was it?
You were in love with him.
I never even met him. Your files are in error.
That's possible.
Almost 30 years ago. Why, I don't believe I'd even seen a movie yet. I wasn't allowed. My parents were very strict.
Oh?
We were poor. We lived in Iowa. My father's business was failing. It was a few years later that I set out for Hollywood, a star-struck girl in her teens, following the same trail blazed by so many hopefuls. I was extremely lucky.
You must have been. You made Queen of the Nile with Charles Danforth. When you were 14?
Juliet was 12.
It's such an important production.
Is that so much harder to believe than my true age today? You see, no one knew I was only 14. If they had, I would have been taken off the picture. I matured early.
Indeed you did. I've seen the film.
Have you?
Shot on location, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. No studio backlots then. A fabulous experience. I learned so much.
And that was when you began collecting?
What?
The interior of your house. I take it their trip inspired the decor.
I call it early Egyptian. I suppose it's silly of me, but how could I resist? It was my first big break, and I was far from home with more money than I'd ever seen before. I'm just glad it wasn't one of those horror pictures that I'd probably have the place filled with caskets.
No, I much prefer it this way.
But really, you know, the fact is that I still feel 14 in some respects. No, let me be more precise. Sitting here with you, I feel new. I know it sounds foolish, but I want to live, Jordan. I want to savor all there is in this life. Is that so wrong?
No.
Come here and look at the view. You can see practically the entire city from here. The canyons, the pools.
Ah, they look so blue from here.
Don't they? Such a perfect color. Reminds me of something.
Me too. Your eyes.
You are too good to be true. But do you see what I mean? The world is such a magnificent place, full of so many wonders, too many to know in one lifetime.
Maybe that's what makes life so precious. Because it's so brief.
Does it have to be? If we live fully, tasting everything that's placed before us like a magnificent offering, two people alive to the moment and each other.
Yes.
I'm being foolish again saying such things.
Oh, on the contrary.
We've only just met.
Hardly seems possible.
That's because you've seen my films, each a time capsule, preserved, unchanging.
There's something more, something that's very much alive right now.
It's just that I so seldom get the chance to speak my mind, to air my dreams.
That's true for everyone.
Is it?
It is for me.
If I could know there's another who feels the same way, who wants to know life to the fullest.
I think it's time for you to start believing.
I don't dare.
What are you worried about?
You were so understanding, so simpatico.
Don't stand too close.
No, you don't like it.
Move to the edge of the hillside. You might fall.
Oh, Jordan, I already have. No.
What's wrong?
What must you think of me?
Don't turn away. Look at me. It's as much my fault as yours. I wanted to kiss you from the first moment I saw you.
You're very sweet, very real. But you really must go.
Why?
Because I say so. But we can see each other again if you like.
What about tonight? Dinner?
Very well, shall we say?
8 o'clock? Eric? Party of two?
Not for an hour at the very least.
I have a reservation.
I'm sure you do. If you'd care to wait on the bar.
Hello, Armand.
Miss Morris.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I should say so. We've missed you.
How about that reservation?
The old table, I presume?
That would be divine.
Claude?
Yes, Armand.
Prepare that corner booth.
But it is occupied by another couple.
Then move them. Tout de suite.
Yes, sir.
That's our show. Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite you to dance.
Darling, I don't know when I've had such a wonderful time, but it is getting late.
Is it?
I should call home to see how Mother's doing.
Oh, don't tell me there's a curfew.
It isn't that, but I do worry.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Miss Morris, can I have your autograph?
Of course, dear.
Thank you, Miss Morris.
Will that do?
Will it?
You should charge for those things. That's the 10th one tonight.
Darling, is something the matter?
No. Nothing.
We're to have no secrets between us, remember?
I was just thinking about your mother. Something she said.
When?
Earlier today, she took me aside. I could have sworn she was trying to warn me. Only I'm not sure of what.
Jordan, my mother is disturbed. You must believe me.
I do. But her words stick in my mind.
She feels responsible.
For what?
My father's death. They were returning from a party. She was driving, and the car went off the road. Father was killed.
I'm sorry.
Since then, she's been suspicious, furtive, imagining all sorts of terrible things. I've tried to help her, but the doctors say it's hopeless. She's deeply depressed. She should be in an institution, but I can't bear the thought of...
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Let's change the subject.
Yes, let's.
Now then, I told you about me. What about you?
What do you want to know?
Where did you grow up?
Chicago. I still live there.
I've played Chicago, the Wells Theater.
The Wells.
Is it still always so cold in Chicago?
Only in the wintertime.
Oh, I almost forgot. I was going to call Mother. Where's my purse?
Oh, wait, you'll need coins for the phone.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Here, I'll get change. Waiter?
Jordan, please.
It's no trouble.
Listen to me. You're a kind and considerate man, but I can take care of myself. Just don't disappear while I'm gone. Promise?
You have my word on it. What's this in my pocket? A letter? Someone must have put it in my jacket. But who? Dear Mr. Herrick, you are a fine young man. I know you want to see my daughter.
See my daughter, but you must not. Under no circumstances are you to come to this house again. You will not believe what I am about to tell you, but I swear on all I hold sacred that she is not as she appears. The ravishing woman you know as Pamela Morris is far older than you think. She has told you her age, but she is much more than 38. I know. For you see, I am not her mother. I am her daughter.
Morning.
Jordan?
Oh, I was just about to phone you.
Were you?
I overslept after last night.
I was afraid you wouldn't call.
I wasn't sure you wanted me to.
Oh, now you're teasing me. I had the most wonderful evening.
So did I.
It was heavenly, Jordan. Every minute of it. Will I see you today?
Wild horses wouldn't keep me away.
You don't have to fly back?
Not just yet. I'll tell Kruger I'm onto something here. Something that could be very big.
Kruger?
My editor. Don't worry, he'll go for it.
Oh, I hope so. If I were to lose you now, you don't know how long it's been since I've felt this way.
Stay right where you are. I'll be right over.
I won't move from this spot. I'll tell Charlotte to make lunch for us on the veranda.
I have a better idea. I'll take you to Musso and Frank's for brunch. Perhaps your mother could join us.
What for?
I thought it might be nice for her. To get her out of the house for a change.
Mother's not feeling well this morning.
Well, nothing serious, I hope.
Only the usual complaints. Her mind seems worse, though. I wouldn't want to subject you to that.
As you wish.
You seem awfully interested in my mother.
I do? Yeah. Just a reporter's curiosity.
Enough about her. How soon will you be here?
As soon as I shower and dress.
Till then, darling.
Till then.
Front desk.
This is Mr. Herrick. I'd like to place a collect call to Chicago.
I'll connect you with the hotel operator.
Kruger.
Hey, old buddy.
Jordy, glad you called. Where are you?
Still in Hollywood. Listen.
Good. I got another job for you, if you're through playing around with that little movie queen.
Almost. Do something for me, will you? Get out the file on one of our pictures.
Which one?
Queen of the Nile.
Right. Which one?
I just told you. Queen of the...
Well, you're a little young, I guess, but they made two of them. First one silent, I think, around 1920, maybe earlier.
I didn't know that. Get them both.
Take me a minute.
I'll hang on.
Here it is. You there?
Yeah.
I got it.
What's the name of the girl who starred in the original?
Let me see. Constance Taylor.
Never heard of her.
Anyway, she starred in most of it.
What do you mean?
It says there was some kind of accident during filming. A cave-in at a tomb in Egypt. Real tragic. They never found her.
Got a photo of this Constance Taylor?
There's a clipping from the obit.
Compare it.
With what?
A picture of Pamela Morris in the remake.
If you say so.
Well?
They look alike, but they would. They played the same part with the same makeup, same type of costume.
The old Wells Theater. When did they tear it down?
The Wells? Here in Chicago? Oh, must have been sometime in the 30s. Why?
I want to be sure first. In the meantime, I need you to do a little more research. Find out about the men who were involved with Pamela Morris. Send me every press release, every clipping you have on her. Then fax them to me at the hotel. Can you do that?
This better be worth it.
Ooh, it will be.
Sounds like you're on to something.
Kruger, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. But it's something, all right. Something fantastic.
Well?
It's all true, Mr. Herrick. Every bit of it. But don't show it to her. Leave here at once.
This picture. Is it Pamela?
Yes. Yes. Please, Mr. Herrick. You don't know how it is.
January 12th, 1933. Gladys Gregory and Kester Roberts at the Wells Theater. On roadshow tour, fresh from their Broadway success in Honeymoon Deferred.
She had many different names.
But she herself hasn't changed in what? 50, 60 years?
At least 80. The sum total of my life. You can't imagine what it was like to see her always so fresh and beautiful, while my mirror image grew seared and yellowed with age. How I longed to see a wrinkle, just one, in that baby skin face. But she stayed young, and it was I who grew bent and gnarled, withered by the weight of the years. Is it any wonder that I hate her so?
Hard to imagine hating her.
Take one last look, Mr. Herrick, and then go.
How old is she, really?
She is ageless. Perhaps eternal.
That's true. What is her secret?
What woman would not sell her soul to know?
Surely you have some idea.
It has to do with the motif of this room.
The artifacts?
The scarabs. The scarabide beetle, to be exact. The Egyptian symbol for everlasting life from the banks of the Nile.
Mrs. Draper, if you hate her so...
Why do I stay? What else could I do? After Pamela and my husband.
Go on. Tell me the rest.
Charlotte?
I cannot. You must go.
What about those other men? John Bradley, Charles Danforth, Wesley Harrington.
Don't ask about them.
Charlotte, was that Mr. Herrick's car in the driveway? I thought I heard... Oh, Jordan. I knew it was you. I could hardly wait.
Hello, Pamela.
What's she doing here?
Pamela.
How nice of you to drop in, Mr. Herrick. Has my mother been entertaining you?
Yes, she has.
Tea, Miss Morris.
Thank you, Charlotte. What wild tales have you been spinning, Mother?
I'm beginning to think they're not wild tales at all.
Oh?
For one thing, the Wells Theater where you played was torn down years ago. Many, many years. And the artist, Berthold, who painted that picture of you, do you know when he died?
You may leave us, Mother. Charlotte will serve your tea in your room.
Pamela, please.
I want to speak to Mr. Herrick alone.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
That will be all, Charlotte. I'll pour for Mr. Herrick.
Yes, Miss Morris.
Your coffee, black, as I recall?
Yes, Pamela.
Drink up.
Pamela,
Now then, you were saying?
Please understand,
Oh, I do.
I'm a reporter. It's my job to gather facts.
And last night, that was part of your research?
Last night was special. Believe me.
My, look at all these newspaper clippings.
Let me explain.
You've compiled quite a dossier on me. What is it you want? Money?
You think I'm a blackmailer?
Well, if that's not it, what do you want?
The truth.
It comes down to this.
I told you it isn't about money.
I understand.
Then why are you opening the wall safe?
You want the truth, Mr. Herrick, and you shall have it. Come here.
What have you done?
Just a little white pill in your coffee.
You drugged me.
Don't worry. It's only a sedative.
Well, why?
I'm about to show you the secret. Don't you want to see what's in the box? Very well. I'll bring it to you.
What is that?
A rare Egyptian scarab, Mr. Herrick. The secret of eternity.
Where did you
get it? From the pharaohs, who understood its power.
Pharaohs?
I told you, Mr. Herrick. I was once Queen of the Nile.
That was only a movie.
Was it? Oh, yes, but I'm talking about the real thing.
You were?
Not were. Am.
Oh.
Sit down. It's easier that way. Let me open your shirt. You'll feel a slight sting as it penetrates your flesh. Then when it's fed, when it's filled itself with your life force.
Please. Please.
There. Now I simply remove it and place it on my skin so that it can reverse the process. Let me see. This leg should do nicely. Do you think I have nice legs, Mr. Harry? Oh, but you can't speak. You can't do anything, can you? A pity the art of mummification no longer exists, because in a few more seconds, there will simply be nothing left to hold your body together anymore.
Pamela, what have you done?
I've told you, Viola. Never come in until I call you if you want to live another day.
No, I can't bear it.
Get rid of the remains. Quickly.
This must stop.
Clothing, shoes, everything. Now.
Yes?
I have an appointment to see Miss Morris.
This way, sir.
I'm here, Charlotte.
Yes, miss.
Oh, do you mind? I seem to have knocked over a cup in the living room. Would you see that it's swept up? All of it?
Right away, miss.
If I've come at a bad time...
Nonsense. You must be Mr. Jackson.
Yes, I called the other day.
And I told you to come out when you could. Did you think I'd forget?
Well, I didn't want to intrude. I must say, you look spectacular.
Do I?
Radiant, if you don't mind me saying.
It's the weather. I so love the sun and the pool. I'm constantly refreshed. It reminds me of the location for one of my films. We shot it on the banks of the Nile River, the ancient source of life, or so I'm told.
Queen of the Nile. I've seen it.
Have you? But you're so young. Come. We'll have coffee on the veranda.
Everybody knows Pamela Morris, the beautiful and eternally young movie star. Or does she have another name even more famous? An Egyptian one from centuries past? A word to the wise. It's best not to be too curious, lest you end up like Jordan Herrick, a pile of dust and old clothing discarded in the endless eternity of the Twilight Zone.
Hi, this is Carl Amari, producer of the Twilight Zone radio dramas. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our official website at twilightzoneradio.com, where you'll get the latest news and information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas. Plus, at twilightzoneradio.com, you can digitally download 3 free episodes or any of our episodes for only $1.95 each. In this age of ever-changing technology, we've decided to make these episodes instantly available to you by making the Twilight Zone radio dramas a digital download-only series. This means that this series will no longer be offered on CD. The CD collections at our website are now being offered, while supplies last, at buy one, get one free. So be sure to get your favorites before they're sold out. Be sure to visit us often, and I'll see you in the zone.
Queen of the Nile, starring Kate Jackson with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and based on a script by Jerry Saul. Heard in the cast were Mike Starr, Doug James, Jeff Lupetin, Linda Reiter, David Darlow, Sarah Marks, Christian Stolte, Bob Dunsworth, Carl Amari, Vince Amari, and Roger Wolski. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Jason Mallow for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.